Saturday in the studio, come on in. Lisa and Dave, let the fun begin. Grab your stamps, your paper, your glue. We've got crafty inspiration just for you. Colors and layers, memories to keep. Laughing and creating joy runs deep. Cards and pages made with heart. Let's make some magic, let's make some.
Good morning, friends. Oops, there I am. Good morning, friends. Welcome to Saturday in the Studio. My name is Lisa Schmidt, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Dave is in Little Falls, and I'm here, which absolutely amazes me. And it actually shows me a couple of things. As we're getting things set up, Dave is so patient with teaching people how to do technology. It's pretty amazing to me because I am not that. Hi, Carla. And I'm sure you noticed this little Band-Aid on my nose because people always, kids right away are like, what's that? I just had a little biopsy done. All good. But I want to tell you that yesterday, we went on a bike ride. I went on a bike ride with the 4 grandkids and Dan. Biggest bike ride I've done yet this year. We rode, we wanted to go down to, I forget what it's called, Lake Calhoun, the new name, but we rode down there, which is about 7.5 miles. And then we had dinner, but then it was getting dark, and then we rode home. Like, oh my gosh. But we halfway, someone picked up Dan and the kids, but just Benji and I rode all the way home because I was like, I'm just going to go. We'll make it. We're fine. So anyway, super fun. Yeah, a little bit of muscle cramps last night, but I'm drinking more water. Anyway, how's your Saturday going? I love Saturdays. I heard today's going to be a really nice day, so I'm excited about that. All right, we'll go ahead and get started. It is fall if you look around at the leaves, not so much at the temperature. So this morning we're going to use a stamp set out of our mini catalog. Dave, you want to bring us down?
Yep.
So we're going to use something from the mini catalog, and it is this Autumn Toile is the name of the whole suite. It's called Autumn Toile. By the way, I did make this week. It's really fun. I looked very carefully, and I actually went and bought a frame for it because I was like, all that work? We're going to frame that. That's Lights of Aurora. So anyway, Autumn Toile it's a superset, what I call a superset, because it has 2 stamp sets, 2 sets of dies. It just has a lot in it. So this paper right here is also in it, and that is it's bronzy. Let's see, what do they call it? They call it earthen toned metallic. That's a nice name. Anyway, and here are the designer series paper, which I'll show you in a moment. But this right here is beautiful, there's so many things that are beautiful. I'm going to focus on this pumpkin this morning, and I'll show you the paper so I don't have to keep showing you that. I'm not going to show you the paper because actually the paper I'm going to use comes from Gathering Together. This paper I love. It's so pretty. It has lots of gold tones or gold in it because it's a specialty paper. Anytime you see specialty designer paper, it means there's gold in it or silver, something shiny, which I love. So this paper came from there, and I know I've shown you this before, but this is oh so pretty. You see the gold there shining. Oh, it's just gorgeous. This one has one side of each sheet has the gold. You see that right there. So pretty. The other side of this one has gold, and that's what I have left of that. So this piece came from here, and this has the gold, just this gold plaid, and then just a brown. I think it's really, really pretty. So the stamp set I'm going to use is this right here. This I'm like, sure hope it's here. Yes, it is. Good, because I don't have Dave to run and get it. So Amber Autumn, and there are dies that coordinate with both of these. And grab this out. So the dies coordinate with the acorns and the leaves and the pumpkins. That's the 2 big ones. Then there's some bonus dies, but this is the best bonus die. And if you sign up for Sweets in Season, your make and take with Amber or with Autumn Toile has this in it. So I will feature this another time. That's not what I'm going to feature today. So I just want to feature the pumpkin. I love fall. Usually it goes too quick if there's a storm. So we're going to start, and I'm going to make, I don't know if it's called a gate card but I have it cut, but I want to show you how you would make it. So this is my standard half sheet of cardstock, and I'm going to score it at our standard 4 1/4, which is right there. Ooh, get the blade out of the way. 4 1/4. Okay. And then I often use washi tape, or I mark things so I can see. I had some on this side before, so that I can see where I'm going to, period, where I'm going to. So I am going to here, and I want to cut out this way. Sorry. I'm like, I don't think that's what I want to do. I want to cut out here to the fold line. So the fold line is here. And I just want to cut out that piece. And so instead of measuring each time, I find it easiest to just put some washi tape if I'm going to make several of those cards. Now, when I fold this down, I can see, maybe you can see too, right here is my 4 1/4. So whether I can see right here, whether I can see this line or not, I know that it's 4 1/4. So I'm going to take my blade, and I'm going to go to, because it lines up right here, 4 1/4 right there. And that should be right on my line. And then I'm just going to cut out. Okay. Then I'm going to cut right along that score line but again, I'm going to start at where I want it to end, which is right here, and go out. And there we go. So that is how you make, that's how you make a little, maybe Dutch door is what they call it sometimes. The one I'm making is the other way, but I wanted to show you that's how an easy way to make your Dutch door. So our Dutch door actually goes this way. So let me fold that. But it's the same concept. It's super simple especially if you're doing a lot of something and you want to figure out a system. I love systems. Okay, and on here we are going to put on this beautiful paper. So this one is 2 inches. 2 inches, I like even numbers because this comes 12 by 12, gives me a lot. It's a 2 by 5 1/4. So this way I only get 2 out of the 12, but this way I can get 6. So let's grab some adhesive and we'll stick that on. Love cherry cobbler. So pretty. Doesn't have to just be Christmas. I think of it as fall also. Isn't that pretty? Oof. Love, love, love this paper. Okay. Then we're going to stamp on I'm going to stamp on my Very Vanilla first. Yes, I think I am. I'm going to stamp on my Very Vanilla, but I'm going to show you where we're going, so I make sure to leave space for what I need. So there's 2 ways you can do a little circle on the top. One is you can just attach it here. The other is if you punch through here, this is die cut, so I didn't want to do that, but if you punch through here, it can go all the way through, and then you lift up just that piece. But I want my stamp, which is Autumn Wishes. I want my stamp to go on this side, just right up here. So I placed it there. I did not glue this on yet. So I'm going to stamp that up there, Autumn Wishes, to make sure I get it just right. I am using a Stampin' Spot because cherry cobbler I had in a different card. So it makes it easy. All right, so I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do before I do that? I always forget. I don't always forget because I just remembered. But let's see, because it's rubber, I can't see through it, and I still have 2 sides of the card, but I want to see how straight is this. It's pretty straight. It goes down a little, maybe it goes down a little bit from what I thought. Okay, just good to know, because sometimes it's slanted, even though on the sticker it looks straight to me. All right, so it was slanted down just a touch, so I'm going to just raise it up just a touch. There we go. Yeah. So it's on the left side of this. Now I can go ahead and adhere this because that gave me 2 chances in case I made a mistake. Of course, I have lots of other paper, so I have lots of chances if I make mistakes, but that's okay. This one turned out really well. All right, so there's that. All right. So like I said, you can die cut this out so that the door actually opens. This one I'm not going to. And Dave, what's this from? I forget, but he can. It's a
Stylish Shapes.
No, it's not Stylish Shapes because it has the textures on the
Oh, the one with the
and each one is
edges.
different. What?
I'm upstairs, so I don't have a catalog right here.
Oh,
I'll
that's
see if
okay.
I can find it.
No worries. Each one is a different
Yep.
edge. I was thinking it was Stylish Shapes, but then I was like, nope, Stylish Shapes doesn't have that. So I'm just going to put adhesive just on the bottom because if you put it on the whole thing, you just closed your card. So I'm going to stick that on there like that. That's about where I want it. All good there. Okay, now I am ready to actually stamp and do the fun. Well, I think what is the fun part? So I'm going to use my Stampin' Blends. And I am going to use my 2 3/8 circle punch, but I'm going to go ahead and stamp first. So I'm going to stamp in black. You could also stamp in espresso, but I'm going to stamp in the Memento Black. It's just a really pretty image. Well, that is a little bit too light, so that's okay. I'm going to use my matte, see if that helps me. And have another black. Nope, I'm going to use this one. Okay, I'm going to push harder because I might need to re-ink this black because that is too light. That's better. That's a lot better. I don't know if you can, oops, I don't know if you can see that, but to me, that's a lot better than that one's a little too light. Okay, now
Those
we
are
are
from
going.
the dies are Spotlight on Nature.
Thank you. That's right, Spotlight on Nature. So I'm going to color this. So maybe that's okay. I'm just going to color it. I'm using Timid Tiger, light pumpkin pie, Timid Tiger. And then I have my removal just in case, color lifter just in case I go outside the lines. And I'm using light Darling Duckling and light Cherry Cobbler. So I love Stampin' Blends. So we're just going to do some.
I just
coloring.
noticed Carla got to it before I did. Thanks,
Carla. She might have just known it, you know. All right. So how's your week? Put that in the chat. Let us know how's your week going. I think we had a pretty good week this week. Dave, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm up at the refuge. I had to make some adjustments to the ramp.
A little louder. Yes, you had to make some adjustments to our ramp, which I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know if I was going to come home and find him in a puddle. But nope, he's like, oh, I have some ideas. I was like, oh, okay, good for you. So he knew exactly what we're doing. Dave, can you bring up the special that's coming October 1st and tell them about that while I'm coloring? Because, you know, while we like to watch paint dry sometimes, not sure. You want to do that?
It's not
pretty.
on the
I love
website
fall.
yet. Did you post it on Facebook?
Nope. It's just on the demonstrator site. Well, it's just on the demonstrator site. Okay, I'm going to color that corn. I'm going to color this gourd. Like that. Okay, I think I hear vacuuming upstairs, which I'm pretty happy about that.
Or it meant a big spill.
Say it again.
Or it meant a big spill.
Oh, that's true too. Well, that's okay, because then I would pick up the other stuff that was there. All right. I am almost done anyway. So anyway, there is a $35 special coming up.
Yep, I just got it.
You're just about that great.
Why can't it? Stop
grab my
there.
glasses. So I really like the difference in this color of the Timid Tiger and the, was the other one Pumpkin Pie? Now I don't remember. Timid Tiger and Pumpkin Pie. Yeah, I like the difference in these colors. I feel like it really pops on here. Just going to color that.
All right, I've got a page here.
All right. I have a leaf and then I'm done, but you can go ahead and feel free to tell us what you got.
All right, so a special is coming up. You can see on the screen. It starts October 1st. This special is for joining, and here's what you get. You get you have two choices. You can either get $125 worth of product for just $35, or you can get $189 worth of product for just $99. I mean, even if your wish list is just long and you want to get a bunch of products, it would be a great thing to do to join, because for that low price, you get all those products. And as we've always said, you can join and become a demonstrator. Use the discount. If you maintain the minimum level, great, you'll keep getting your discount. If you're ever like, yeah, no, I'm not ordering that much, no problem. It just drops off. No one can hunt you down. So,
Sorry.
what was that?
No, I heard one. She's not doing the broadcast. Well, yes, I am. So shut the door.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right.
one
So
thing-
that is coming up October 1st to the 31st. That is going to be an amazing promotion. The other thing I wanted to mention to you is this 12 days of crafting Advent calendar. I don't know about you, but I always think about Advent too late. By the time I think about it, it's started and then you're already behind. So there is a great Advent calendar, 12 days of crafting Advent calendar. In it, it has 24 stamps. Let me just go there because the other page has a better description. There we go. 24-piece stamp set, 12 never seen before products, including papers, embellishments, ephemera, tools, and more, each which coordinate with each other to make this very fun Advent calendar.
That's super cool.
Yeah, it's available now, so you can go ahead and order that. As for everything, always go to thestamperstudio.com. Come down here to shop for stamps, papers, projects, etc. Click there and you'll be taken in and you can order that 12 days of crafting Advent calendar.
All right. I was hoping Frankie wanted to help this morning, and I was like, can you bring me back? I'm not on.
I see that.
Frankie wanted to help this morning, and I just didn't say anything. I just came down here, and now she's like, I was going to help with the broadcast. There we are. Okay, so I'm going to use my 2 3/8 circle punch. One more thing about and it does cut off some of it. That's okay. One more thing about the joining is I was like, oh, well, the cheaper one is a better value. And then we figured it out. Well, they're both the same. Just one is less expensive. All right. So I only seem to have, I don't know. Okay. When I'm done today, I'm going to bring over some bigger and some strips of my dimensionals. I'm like, I don't ever want to buy little ones again.
The little ones are handy for fine detail.
I understand, but every time I go to use them, I've got the wrong thing. So, all right, let's get rid of these. I like to use my take your pick and pop those off.
I think you've got some big ones right by the base of the monitor. Over to the
I'm not going to
window
look
side.
right now, but thank you, because I am good. All right, there
Mary
we
Jo is
go.
going to Cross Lake Days.
Pardon?
Mary Jo is going to Cross Lake Days.
Oh, that's
Sounds
fun.
fun.
Okay, so it's pretty. It just needs a couple more things to make it like gorgeous. One is this ribbon, which is gorgeous. This ribbon is gold striped ribbon. Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. So I'm just going to tie that right around here. Shoot, I'm bummed I was found out. I thought I had it. Oh, well. Now I'm going to hear about it, but that's okay. She was busy doing something. I didn't want to interrupt her. And honestly, she's a little crabby this morning, so I didn't really want her here. And she's not dressed quite yet.
After,
All right.
after that big bike ride, I think
I
everyone's
know. How can you
tired.
not be exhausted? The boys were like, that was great. I'm like, oh my gosh, Jamie, 2nd grade and rode all that way. No complaint. Both of them, no complaints. Just kept pedaling. I'm like, oh my gosh, except they were hungry. Okay. Then the other thing I'm going to put on here just to make it pop just a tiny bit are these. I love these. And I have them cut into 2 pieces because it's too wide for me to fit in my little holder. But this is traditional sparkling sequins. And I'm going to pick up that gold here and use that. They come in, they're in three sizes. So actually what I want over here is I want the smaller of the gold. There we go. So I'm going to snag that. I'm using the wrong end. Don't know why, but, and I'm going to put one of the little ones up here. And I'm going to put one of the big ones down here. I always like to do my sets of 3 and do my medium one over here. Get rid of that. Isn't that pretty? I think it's really pretty. And I did color, while Dave was talking, I went and grabbed a crumb cake marker just to do the stems of the pumpkin, because right here, I was like, look, this one particularly looked very white. So isn't that pretty?
Well, and those sequins come in gold, old olive, pool party, and real red.
Really? That does not look like old olive to me. That looks like granny apple green.
Well,
These
that's
might
what
be
they
different
say.
ones. It's traditional sparkling sequins.
Yep, that's what I
Okay.
got.
To me, it looks like, yeah. Anyway, doesn't matter what it looks like. This is what it is.
Yep. Well,
Real
and a lot
bad.
of times those sparkly ones kind of blend over a couple colors.
Yeah. So, okay. And Dave, since you did your announcement, I'm guessing you are done.
I am.
Okay. I want to show you one more thing that I was super excited about that I found at Target of all places. I gotta just find it now that I moved my things around here. Where is it? It's so cute. Here it is. Okay. So at Target, they have, I'm just going to show you this side because I want it to be a little bit of a big wow. So at Target, they have these magnets. This is the magnetic side. It's a little frame. And in the back is a ghost. I'm not interested in a ghost, but they're only $1. So I took it and obviously stamped the background. I did die cut this one with the Stylish Shapes dies. And at first we just put it in. We didn't glue it in. And then the first time I picked it up, it popped out because it looked like it was staying. But the Stylish Shapes, one of the squares is like the perfect size. And you just kind of tuck under the corners. And then I stamped the pumpkin twice to pop that one up. So it has a little dimension there. And then just stamped the Grateful of the stamp set that we're using. Grateful for you. So I just stamped this little Grateful. Okay, is this not, and I put on some twine there, but is this not adorable? I was so excited because I was looking at it thinking, oh, that would be kind of fun. And I really wanted the gems. I wanted something bright. I'm like, well, why can't one go on the frame? It can go on the frame. So for $1, we have this cute little thing. Now, someone else came up with an idea that said, if you wanted to put magnet inside, you could change these out, which is a great idea. It's a little bit too much for me to keep track of and do, but I think it's a great idea. Really good idea. So isn't that fun?
We have some display pieces at the refuge that do that. All the different designs are inside.
Say it one more time.
We have some display pieces at
yes.
the refuge that have all the seasons and holidays, and you just switch them out.
Yep. So on Monday, when you come back, I want to show you some beautiful things made with this amazing die. You can tell I've used it on vanilla quite a bit. So I will feature this on Monday because it is stunning. So stunning. So, all right, that is what I have for you. And so scooch this. Oh, look at that. I'm like, oh, I picked up the different one. It doesn't matter. This one I stamped lower, that one I stamped higher. It doesn't matter. They're all good. And I actually like the coloring on this one better. This one, anyway, it doesn't matter. All right. Doesn't matter what I did. That's what I did. All right, friends. I look forward to seeing you on Monday, but thanks for stopping by, trying to push these things out of my view here so you have a nice clean view to look at. I look forward to seeing you and look for that. Let's see, isn't Tuesday the 1st? I think Tuesday is the 1st. Next week, the 1st is coming. So look for that special $35. I'm like, what? That's like a steal. Yep. So, exactly. And again, like Dave said, there's not, I will send something out on it, but there's, nobody's going to call you. We said there's no demonstrator police that's going to say, did you order it? No. So you can get a good deal. And anyway, I will give you more information. All right. I hope you have a Wednesday. Thanks, Carla. I hope you have a great, Carla's on it, man. What time you wake up, Carla? She's like on everything this morning. Hope you have a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you on Monday. So happy stamping, friends.
Saturday in the studio, come on in. Lisa and Dave, let the fun begin. Grab your stamps, your paper, your glue. We've got crafty inspiration just for you. Colors and layers, memories to keep. Laughing and creating joy runs deep. Cards and pages made with heart. Let's make some magic, let's make